Hello everyone, this is Dr. Govind Rai Garg, and I'm very happy to introduce you to Dr. Utkarsh. And he has got an excellent rank of 434 in recently concluded INCT exam. First of all, congratulations, Utkarsh.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
So this is a very good rank, Utkarsh. So please, first of all, introduce yourself to our audience.
So I'm Utkarsh Chalani. I did my MBBS from AIMS New Delhi. I'm batch of 2018, and I joined Cerebellum in May 2024. After that, I switched my preparation solely on extensively on Cerebellum. I used to do the GTs, do the QBank, the Mission 2.0 classes, the late night QBanks, everything from Cerebellum. I did my preparation from home, which is in Aurangabad, Maharashtra. I got a rank of 25,000 in NEET 2024, and after that, I improved it to 434 in INICT November INICT.
No, that's great. That's great, Utkarsh. Utkarsh, please tell about your studies because many students who got a little lower rank, even in INCT, some students must have got a rank which are way behind their expectations. So just like you said that you got nearly 25,000 rank in the NEET exam. So many of the students, they got depressed. They got demotivated and they think that we will not be able to do better. Yeah, but getting a rank of 434 from 25,000, that's a huge task. मतलब, no one can think first at the first glance. They cannot believe they can do so. Okay, so you have did that. So my question is, from where this self belief came and how you work about that.
So first of all, so my parents were very supportive. They understood that my preparation was not of a level that I could get a higher rank in NEET. Also, being from AIMS Delhi, I had internal reservation in AIMS. So I knew it was easier for me to get an AIMS seat compared to a NEET seat. So after NEET ended and INICT was there, I got a 3 month gap. During those 3 months, I extensively did the PYQs, revised all my mission notes which I had written myself, and attempted all the mini tests and grand tests I could. So that helped me get the rank.
So that's an excellent thing to know. So obviously it require a lot of hard work which you had done, and that's amazing. The result is amazing. Utkarsh, the most important thing is from where the self belief came that I can get into INICT after getting a 25,000 rank in NEET.
Sir, I knew that my preparation was not of a level that I could really crack NEET. So I didn't let the NEET rank bother me.
Okay.
I just made a list of the topics, the questions from recall of NEET that I got wrong, and then I identified the divided into classes like which were logic based mistakes, which were factual mistakes I had to study more, which of them were silly mistakes or like that I divided, and then I saw which areas I need to work upon. And like my parents were also supportive. They were also like इस बार में नहीं हुआ तो we'll give you one more attempt, try it in May and you'll get it. Don't give up the branch of your choice. If you don't get the branch, repeat it. 6 more months won't matter a lot. Also, I didn't really study much during my internship and 6 months after my internship. So in a way, I was okay with the rank I got. I knew that this is what I could get, and I need to improve if I need a better rank. So after that, I scheduled my preparation as such, studied 10 hours a day, solved about 500 MCQs per day, and then November and ICT, I was deep confident.
So, Utkarsh, how was your day like during your preparation? So, you wake up at what time? How you what you do? And basically, what was the schedule of the day?
Yes, sir. So evening 5 to 11 approx. Some teachers used to take 10 9. Some teachers at 11. Evening 5 to 9 or 5 to 11, I used to have my live classes, mission classes. And then I used to sleep. I didn't study much at night. That 11 I slept. I woke up at 5 a.m. Then went to gym till 6:37. After that, I studied one lot till 10:30. Had my lunch, then after lunch, I slept for 1.5 hours. Then second lot, 4 hours. till about 5:30. Then my second meal at 5:30, and after that a third lot of studies till about if there was class, then directly attend class, and if there was no class, then the third lot of studies would go on till 9:30. So these three lots I used to study.
That's a quite jam-packed schedule.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
so you continued that for around 6 months.
Yes, sir. From the point mission class started, I continued it all. Even after the mission class ended, I continued till the identity.
Okay, great. So how did Cerebellum as a whole, as a team, help you in getting your rank?
It is the primary reason for my rank because uh, I was there at home for 6 months from January to May before I joined Cerebellum. So I used all the different resources I had collected during MBBS to study, but they were scattered. I had no real handwritten notes, no real subject to rely upon. So what should have taken me 1 day to revise the subject took me 6 to 7 days. So I couldn't even revise. The retention was very low. So the preparation was as good as nothing during my first 6 months. Then even my parents were worried. So they had watched some videos of Praveen sir and Zainab ma'am on YouTube. So about Mission 2.0. So we got to know that there's a new batch and it's going to be live. I didn't need to go anywhere else. I could sit at home and prepare. So after that, I joined it, and it was wonderful because before joining Mission 2.0, my daily study was at 5 to 6 hours maximum because I didn't have that motto. I didn't have the short-term target to complete something in that much amount of time. But after I got that, I used to I got a target to revise what is being taught daily to complete that much MCQs, which is like if you consider the whole app MCQs, it is about 200 MCQs each day approx. So I got really good targets. And then before exam, after 5 to 6 days, we had the subject exam. So before subject exam, I have to revise the question bank, revise the notes again, see if anything is missing in the question bank, try one previous subject test. So like that, I used to keep repeating, and even my daily hours went from 10 to 11. Then in the Telegram group, I felt that I was part of a community, students sharing their problems, student answering. Like I knew that I was not the only one having these problems. Everyone had these problems. Some had even more than me. So that gave me a bit of confidence also. Um, yeah, that's what.
So basically, the schedule you religiously followed the schedule which we had made.
Yes,
So
sir.
because it's easier said than done. We had
Yes,
made
sir.
a schedule. We advise all the students that you should attend the classes, then revise the notes and solve the MCQ the same day, then attend the next day class, then before the GT, revise again, not GT, before the END,
Good test.
revise again, come prepared for the END. So it's easy from us to say that you do that, but
Yes,
doing that, we know that require a lot of hard work. And I'm very, very amazed to see that you have done that, everything.
yes, sir.
So we are really proud of you.
Thank you so much, sir.
So
Thank you
one
so
more
much.
question, Utkarsh. Many students they keep on asking. So which is the best notes to follow with the mission classes? Whether it is workbook or quick revision or main notes, or you make your own notes.
So we used to get the unannotated Telegram notes,
PDF. Yeah.
PDF and unannotated मिलता था Telegram पे. So
Hmm.
on my iPad, I used to annotate with the teachers as they were writing. So that for me was the best because revising it took way much lesser time than any other note I could read. So,
Okay.
and then if I saw something in QBank that is coming again and again, I used to just add that in my mission notes. So for me, the handwritten notes along with the unannotated notes annotated by me, I felt that was the best thing to rely upon. Even in the last 7 days of the exam, for most of the subjects, I revised those notes, and then in the last 1 2 days in which I could not suppose the short subjects FMT, Optha, those subjects I just revised BTR. Otherwise, I revised all the main notes that I had written.
That's great. That's great to know. Acha, Utkarsh, one more thing I was thinking about. After the exam, there were question solving. So you solved the whole of the question bank, or you made the custom modules and then solve after on a daily basis, basically.
So while the classes were going on, I used to solve all the question bank, like
All the
whatever topics are being covered, I used to solve the question banks of those topics.
okay.
So by the time mission class ended, even 90% of my cerebellum Q bank had ended. So
Okay.
after that, what I did was uh, solve some other Q banks that I could get here and there, and
Hmm.
then uh, solve the past. In subject tests, there are the past tests that have been conducted. Solve
Okay.
those
Past
tests
tense.
one by one, one by one, one by one. So
Okay.
even that I had reached far down the subject test also. And the last day is PYT marathon PYQ, and the second lot of like after the first batch of mission was done, a second PYT round was started.
Hmm.
Second subject test round was started. So that I used to give. So around if I calculate around 500 MCQs here and there, I could solve.
That's great. That's excellent. How will you rate the Cerebellum Q bank with regard to questions and the explanations?
The questions and explanations are good because the normal Q bank has all the explanations. Sometimes in the subject Q bank part, the explanations are not there, but then we have a video of that because
Hmm.
if the explanations are not there, that means there is a TND that is covering those questions. So
Hmm.
you can go and watch that. So the only problem was if you bookmark the question and if you want to bookmark a question, see that bookmark again. So that you cannot see without like hiding the answer.
Okay.
So that is my only thing. So like 4.9 out of 5. That only one point is there. You
Uh,
want to see the
So
bookmark.
that team is working on that. So that will be done.
Uh, yes, sir.
Okay. That's great.
Otherwise, my
And
experience is great. Even my parents, like whenever they see your videos, Zainab ma'am videos, they literally start crying because they've seen the change in me before I joined Cerebellum and after that, after I joined Cerebellum. So, like more than me, she has become a fan of Cerebellum. She regularly searches YouTube and watch all the videos that are there regarding counseling, regarding academics. She may not even understand the topics, but she regularly watches them just to like interact with Cerebellum facilities. Like,
that's so sweet to know.
yeah.
Pay my regards to your mother.
Yes, thank you, sir.
So, Utkarsh, one more thing. How many GTs you appeared for, and how you analyze those GTs?
Sir, in the last days, uh, there were, I think, after the second round of TNDs ended and the main exam, I think there were three GTs. So I took all three of there were four, I guess. So I missed one because I was in BTR bootcamp offline, the 3 day
Okay.
offline bootcamp. So that time I missed one GT. Otherwise, I gave all three GTs. So I used to give them at home only. Proper 3 hour break from everything, lock my room, and then after the result used to come 1 to 2 days after. So then first go through all the wrong ones, then second go through all the guessed ones that have been correct, and then if I have some more time, then I used to just browse through the correct ones. कि कोई तुक्के में तो नहीं आ गया वैसे बाकी and then I never really cared for the score. In fact, I was mostly I was stuck at the 140, 145 correct rank in the very end. In the end, I reached somewhere around 150, but never the score I got in NEET. I got in INISET main exam. Also, all the question banks were much better than the main exam because the level of the main exam was not really something that could test the student or something that could challenge the student.
Okay. So
Uh,
that's good to know. So who is your best faculty at Sarvalam?
to choose one faculty would be difficult, but sir, I like Dilip sir from medicine a lot because like he covers all the subjects and then very less. Uh, uh, I like Dilip sir a lot. I used to do all the classes with him,
Okay.
and of course, Sparsh sir and you because you made pharma and like you compressed it to such a level that it could be revised in half a day, all the subjects and everything. Like sometimes we used to think that this is some special point that I should mention in my notes. When I went to the notes, there was that line there. So PYQ में से कुछ भी मिस नहीं होता था सर आपके नोट्स में से, तो वो भी बहुत बढ़िया पॉइंट.
That's great. That's great. Utkarsh, coming to one last but very important thing. So studying for 6 months, 10 hours a day is a huge task.
Yes, sir.
And I believe that no student is able to continuously study 6 months every day, and no day is a waste, or we can say a low productive day. So there must be some days in your preparation also where you will not be willing to study, or maybe some task comes, you are not able to study. There are some low days also. So
Yes.
how you handled those days, and how a student should handle these days?
So like every 7 to 8 days, there was one day like I took willingly some days. Some days I just fell ill, so 3 4 days I could not study. But after that, I had this really big guilt of wasting my internship and the first 6 months. So somewhere that guilt just motivated me to just open a book and sit. Sometimes even if I didn't feel like studying, even if I didn't feel like concentrating, I just used to get up from the bed, sit on my chair, open the book, and in a few minutes, like the things started becoming interesting. If I didn't like the Q bank, I would read the notes. If I didn't like the notes, I would just take some random textbook and watch the pictures. After some time, it does become interesting because after all, we have chosen this field, and now after 5 months, after 5 years of studying, the things have become a part of us. So I didn't really feel that bored because it was mainly because of the guilt that I had wasted all my internship. Because sir, in my batch of AIMS 2018, around 30 to 40 students had taken up PGs during the November attempt, the last year November attempt, and 20 more had taken during the May attempt. So all my friends were joining PGs. I was feeling left behind. So I didn't really think about that. I just wanted to clear it this time. And let's hope I get ortho or optha. Optha I get, but if I get ortho, then it's great.
That's great. That's great. So basically, you say, बस लगे रहो, कहीं ना कहीं हो ही जाएगा.
हाँ सर.
That's amazing. So Utkarsh, anything specific you want to guide our students that which mistakes they should not make while the preparation?
The first thing, sir, they should never miss the grand test or the big test, the 100 to 200 question tests that are being taken, mixed subject test, because that is something that will like help you reduce the silly mistake. Because given a single subject test, your mind is focused to that particular subject, and then your the silly mistakes don't happen that much. You are focused into that subject, and you can answer anything related to that. But when the subject has 5 to 6, when the test has 5 to 6 subjects, then you need to exert your brain to find which particular section to choose. So giving a GT, I think, helps reduce silly mistakes a lot. Also, try to give as many GTs as I can. This was a mistake I made. I should have given past GTs also and never missed the GTs in between. Even when I didn't complete my syllabus, there's really no harm in giving the GTs because you get a step ladder pattern of your marks, how the marks are increasing. So this is one thing that I would like to suggest: never miss GTs. And second, never miss the discussion after the TND, because giving TND is one thing, and then learning, sometimes you get some one-liners, some tricks about questions that stay with you till the exam day. So that is something we should not miss, because notes and all, so everything does, but it is the test that test what your lacunae are. So I think that is the most important part, the test and the GT.
That's great. That's great. So Utkarsh, it was lovely talking to you, and thanks a lot for guiding our students. And heartiest congratulations to you and your family for getting a great rank. And hope to meet you soon. So you will stay in Delhi only?
No, sir, I stay in Aurangabad, but I'll be joining PG in Delhi in another 1 month.
Okay, that's great. That's great. And meanwhile, we will be conducting another Cerebell Hum felicitation ceremony.
Okay.
So we will be hoping to see you there.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
sir.
Utkarsh. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Bye.